Vancouver's Point Grey and Kitsilano neighborhoods are home to the majority of the city's beaches and unique intertidal ecologies. They're also home to one of the most expensive rental markets in all of Canada. Before British colonization and settlement of Vancouver, these areas were inhabited by the Indigenous Coast Salish people, specifically the Musqueam Nation. They relied on the ocean for food and transportation, but they were sent away when the settlements began. The landscape looks very different today from what it would have been pre-contact. Most of the sand on the beaches is brought in from the banks of the Fraser River, and many introduced and invasive species now dominate the ecologies. Vancouver is also now home to the biggest port in both Canada and the Pacific Northwest. Now, instead of the Indigenous people of the land, the ones living by the water are the 1%. The average single-family home in Kitsilano is about $3 million, and the working class is being pushed out of the neighborhoods. Spending time by the water has become a luxury, not to even speak of spending time on the water. When everyone in the city lives in the vicinity of oceans and marine life, but rarely have the chance to interact with them, could this disconnect feed into the environmental nihilism that many people seem to partake in? Oceans are vital to life, but due to the complexity of the modern world, the ways humans and ocean ecologies interact are no longer as obvious. It's not a far-fetched argument to say that one of the reasons many people living in urban hubs such as Vancouver don't share the same understanding and relationships with water as the Indigenous inhabitants have for thousands of years is because people no longer interact with it. If living by the beach and water recreation and education were more affordable and accessible, maybe people would fight to protect our oceans more.